Morning, everyone. Welcome to this day, and I'm going to tell you for sure we're going to have rain later. It's not here right yet, but I'm going to get to the weather in just a moment. However, I am going to tell you about our guest today. Maggie Blackwell is here with the segment on United Update, and we are primarily talking about the Handyman program that is going to be upcoming. So stay tuned for that. Laguna Woods Mac Club, we have both Bill Tilley here today and Ron Plain, and the subject of their meeting coming up is this a good time to buy? Should you wait on a new Apple device? Well, we'll talk all about that and maybe look towards what's coming up over the next few months from Apple. Sterling Financial will bring you a segment with Dan Allweiler, and then both Brian Gruner and also Lisa Toomer are going to be here today from the Recreation Division. They're going to be talking about two events, the Health and Wellness Expo that's coming up very soon, and then how you can register for the games, the Village Games that will be coming up later in the spring. So we'll talk about both those. There are no meetings, no open meetings today, so let's get right to the weather. You know, yesterday I told you that originally the rain was supposed to be here, if you were watching us in the morning, was supposed to get to Orange County, around 6, 7, 8 o'clock. I did say this, the storm is a slow-moving storm. Well, it's a really slow-moving storm. In fact, right now, if you're watching us in the morning, it has gotten into the Burbank area, a little bit south of that. However, for here, Orange County, we're not going to see that starting to come in till later this afternoon, and probably the front won't even get to us maybe by about 4 or 5 o'clock or so. We'll probably start seeing rain after around, maybe 11 o'clock, maybe a little bit today, if you're watching us in the morning. Then the heavier rain into this evening. Then beyond that, because the storm it's not stalled, it's just slowed down, it's going to spill definitely over into tomorrow. There's going to be a backside of this that starts to come in. We may get a lull early Saturday morning, early meaning, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We might not get much at all. But then the kind of the backside of this, the way it wraps around, will start to come in Saturday morning, and probably raining all the way till at least 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, maybe even noon on Saturday, then start to clear up. So, originally we're supposed to start to get a little bit of this last night, Thursday night, late Thursday night, but this is really slow moving. And the front of it right now, if you are watching us in the morning, is over the Santa Barbara area. As we move forward, though, things are going to start to clear up on Sunday. Probably a lot of clouds in the morning and then start to clear up in the afternoon. And then look at Monday and Tuesday. Pretty sunny out there. There might be a few scattered morning clouds, but overall we're going to warm up for 2 to 3 days, as you can see. So again, this is a slower moving storm, which means the rain's going to be spread out. But we are still looking at about 3/4 to an inch of rain for this area. And they did say on the news this morning, I was watching the broadcast about the Sierras, and there were whiteout conditions up at Mammoth this morning. They're getting a lot of snow up there. Our local mountains could get up to now 1.5 feet of snow because this is such a slow-moving storm. Now let's look around the state, and we are looking at just snow up in the Sierras to tomorrow. The bulk of it will be today. It's snowing up there since early yesterday, and snow will hit Tahoe and Mammoth, continue until Saturday, and then it'll be partly cloudy in those areas on Sunday. And that's true of Big Bear as well, so good amount of snow coming up. As far as the rain goes, the North Coast, the Bay Area, and Central Coast, and even down to San Diego, remember I told you how this system's coming in. It's a very large system, but the back half is scattered. That's why you're going to see rain all the way through around California on Saturday, including here. But overall, we need it. It's a decent amount, and it's kind of spread out, which is better for the Santa Barbara area and Montecito area than having it all dump at once, although they do have evacuations in certain areas up there. So if you're heading up there, keep that in mind, even if you're heading out up to the local mountains or maybe this weekend up to the Sierras for some skiing. Look at the traffic reports because more than likely you'll need chains in some areas. All right? We'll be back in just a moment.
for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Life changes, but your routine doesn't have to. With Coastal Medical Alert, you are never alone. With Coastal Medical Alert, there are no hidden fees, setup fees, and your installation and activation of your device are absolutely free.
Coastal Medical Alert is a wonderful thing to have, and I wouldn't be without it.
Coastal Medical Alert, proudly serving the Laguna Woods community. Call today for more information.
And Maggie Blackwell is with me right now from the United Board. She's the board secretary. And today, Maggie, we're going to talk about the new handyman service that is upcoming.
Right. I first found out about the handyman service about 4 or 5 years ago when I went to the website for Rossmore. I was comparing GRF facilities.
Okay.
And then I just snooped all over their website, and I found that they had a handyman service, and I read it and printed it off and thought, ooh, this is good, and stuck in a file. And lo and behold, Brad became interested when he came, so I gave him my paperwork, and I said, go there. They've got it already set up. They've had it since 2008, and it's been a huge success. And they are set up exactly like we are, as United is. And so they have some services that the mutual does, and some services where you've made an alteration or something, and that's your responsibility. And you have to get a handyman from outside or somewhere. This plan is just a wonder because it does all kinds of things that ordinarily you might not think of a handyman doing. It would be a United, if it's a United project, they know when you call. Because when you call, they dial up your screen for your manor, and it says what things are altered and what things are not. And so they'll say to you, well, that's an alteration, so that will be covered by your handyman service. And this is just an incredible thing, because for anyone with alterations, you save a fortune.
Right. Yeah,
This is 72 hours of service for only $200 a year. Now, if you hire a handyman for $35 an hour, you get 6 hours. I mean, this is phenomenal. And you have people who know the unit and who know what equipment they will need. If you want them to do something like install blinds somewhere, you have to supply the blinds. United doesn't supply the blinds, unless, of course, you're on United's list for that replacement, in which case that will be handled through a different route, through the regular route. But if you want anything done like that, you call up this service, if you have it, and they will come out and install your blinds right there for you. You won't have to try and get a handyman and set a time and whatever. It's just a wonderful plan. They will do towel hangers and all kinds of things.
Yeah, you have a whole list of here, but let me first ask that the handyman that will come in and do this service, they will be employed by VMS, or will VMS contract that out and say, hey, we need somebody for today to come in?
No, they will be VMS employees.
Okay.
And we've already invested in a truck that they will use, and we're supplying the truck with all the things that we think they will probably need, basically. Okay. And so that is all set up. So it will be employees that you know and that the village knows, no question about it. They will know what is United's and what is not. And so if you are interested in this, and everybody should be interested in it and look it up. They haven't published the list yet, but it will be handled again in our March meeting. And so the list of activities will be up, and I've written something for the Breeze. But it's a very good thing, and it will cost $200 a year. It's 1 year from the day you sign up.
Okay.
In Rossmore, they do it 1 year from January 1 each year, so they do everybody at once. But with us, they said, no, we don't need to do that. So, and for that, you will get 3 visits a month of 2 hours each, which is really good. So nothing needs to be falling apart in your unit anymore. You can get that shower mix-it dial that you put. Somebody put in this shower mix-it dial, and so United says, we won't touch it. Now they will. They'll fix it for you. They'll fix your shower door. They'll do all these things. That's just wonderful.
And again, these are for, in United, people who've done alterations, because so much is already covered by United anyway on the standard items.
Right, but there are so many things they do. I mean, for me, the most important thing is they will turn the mattress. I have a king-size bed. I've turned the mattress a few times. It's been a real battle, but, but it's better to do that. And they'll move large furniture, or they'll move a large potted plant or something. They won't do your gardening for you. They will not do cleaning for you. They will do carpentry jobs and things like that. They'll add more towel racks in your bathroom. That would be a glory. They'll hang up shelves on the wall, small shelves on the wall, all kinds of wonderful things. They'll tighten up everything. They'll do the fluorescent lights, of course, which is great. The cleaning lady doesn't like to get up in the ladder and mess with those, and I don't do either. So
there's really a lot that they will do.
There is a lot. I mean, it's 3 pages of tasks.
And at this point, do you have an anticipation on a start date yet?
Well, they now are saying probably June or July.
Okay.
But they've got they're stocking up the truck now. I think they got 1 man chosen, and they're choosing another one. But to be able to get everybody stocked up, that's right. But as soon as United passes it, and we'll probably agree on it in March, you can start making a call. You get a form either online or at the service center, and you fill that out, and when you turn your check in, when it's ready, or when they begin the service, and turn in your application and your $200 check, then your time begins from that date.
Okay.
So they'll be ready for it soon, but not just yet. Wait until mid-March or April maybe. And they'll give us the final deadline. I think it's going to be sooner than they think.
And then during that time, you'll iron out all the details, exactly what they will do and what they won't do.
Right. Well, I think they're pretty sure now, because this is a tested and true list that has been done at Rossmore. It is the Rossmore list. And since they have similar structures and similar issues, they will have them. You have in your resale package, you have your chargeable maintenance services. Well, those things, these are the things that they will fix. Where it says member, all the little X's where it says member will be covered by this now. So you don't have to worry about it. I had to have my threshold replaced, and it was a bear to find someone to do it, and this would have been a great thing for them to do. And so it's a real boon and a blessing, and it will help us keep our manners in tip-top shape, because otherwise you kind of ignore that little thing over there that you don't know how to fix, and you don't know who will fix it, and you don't want to pay $50 an hour to get somebody here. So it
that would really be helpful. Now, when they sign up, what if they end up not using it? They may sign up thinking, you know what, even if I use this once or twice, it'll be worth the money. If they don't use it, there's not a refund. It's like you paid for that service for the 12 months.
Well,
or have you figured that out yet?
There's at least a 1 month able to recall it.
Okay.
So if you get it and you haven't used it, and you think, I'm never going to get it, really, I'm not going to use it, then you can retract.
Okay.
It might be more than 1 month, but the standard is 1 month, and you can cancel it out, and you get the full $200 refund.
Okay.
And so that'll be good.
Well, this is
Otherwise-
it looks like a great plan. I mean, if you said it worked over in the Rossmore area, so it should be really helpful there.
Right. This is their 10th year, and they're really pleased with it. And Ernesto is really behind this. He thinks it's a great idea, and I think it's a terrific idea.
Yeah.
Really be
Now,
helpful for
to
it.
sign up for it, you said they may be able to do it probably before the June or July start time, but then if they sign up a couple months early before it starts, official start date will be whatever month that
Whatever
it
month
begins.
they
Okay.
begin the service, right?
Okay.
Right.
And do you have any estimate of how many people might do this?
Oh, I think a lot of people will. There are a lot of people who have alterations, but they're worried about it. And you might want somebody to check on these things all the time. And these guys could do it, and they could do all these things that you worry about. If you're worried about leakage somewhere, get these guys out, and they can check it for a minute while they're doing something else.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful service. And they'll keep an eye out if they see something else, you know.
So if they come out and do something, and looking at least the plan here, they will have a service call not to exceed 2 hours. So if someone comes out and maybe fixes something fairly easily, if the person turns around and goes, I have this over here, I forgot to say about it, and they got the time, it's
Right. If
They'll be
they
able to
still
do
have
that.
time with you, they'll go ahead.
very
So
nice.
It's just wonderful. I mean, you have a set of eyes looking at your unit and
Yeah.
says, we could fix that. We could do that. We can do that, Of course, they're not going to wander around looking for things to do. But if you say, well, how about this? And they'll say, yeah, we can do that.
All right, very good. Well, it'll be exciting to see how this goes. It sounds like it's going to go very well.
I think so. It's such a logical, money-saving way of handling things.
Right, yeah. Now, is the list online yet? As far as I know, you handed me the summary of chargeable maintenance services.
Right.
But is there an official list put on yet online that you can look and go, here are the things that the handyman will cover?
No, I've looked for it online, and I've looked for it in the minutes, and it isn't there yet.
Okay.
But likely after the March meeting, when we approve this, which I think we are very likely to do, it should be in the minutes
Okay.
then starting April, because it takes us a month to approve it. But it should be then as the March meetings minutes for April. By the April meeting, it should be in those
Okay.
minutes. And maybe it'll be online then too. So I'm sure they'll get it up pretty
Yeah.
soon, but
Very
not
good.
before approval.
Well, that's going to be exciting, so look for that. And I know that even though you're United, that Third is going to probably implement this in a different way, right?
Well,
Just in
Third-
case, people are watching from Third.
Third has opted not to do it.
Oh, they have, okay.
I do not know why. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe they don't have the lists of, everything in the unit basically is the owner's care.
That's true.
So I have no idea why
Okay.
they chose not to do
That's
it.
the first I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you still have a huge job, you might want to hire an outside
Yeah.
handyman, of course. But this is for small things that
Can be
that
done
go
very
awry
quickly.
in your unit and can be done within the 2 hours. Yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you for coming on.
Okay,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
All right.
You take care, and as this goes forward, you'll certainly be hearing about it, and we'll let you know when the time comes that you can begin to sign up for it.
Very good.
Very exciting. Take care, Maggie. We'll be right
Thank you.
back.
South Bay Jewelry has established trust in Laguna Woods for over 35 years.
We are expert GIA gemologists and appraisers of jewelry, estates, watches, and valuables. It is evident that South Bay Jewelers' recipe of superior customer service, quality, and trust is the reason for continued success in Laguna Woods. We specialize in custom designing, bridal and anniversary, and watch and jewelry repairs, with all services done on the premises.
South Bay Jewelry, next door to OPA in Aliso Viejo.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental For 15 years, she and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7 Day Dental.
7 Day Dental, simply your best choice.
Well, I'd like to welcome a couple gentlemen from the Mac Club. And today we have on Bill Tilley, he's the president of the Mac Club, and we also have Ron Plain, who is one of the instructors with the Mac Club, which is, if you don't know where that is, it is right down the hall from us, third floor of the Community Center building. Great to have you on, gentlemen,
Thank you.
as I am
Great
a
to be
fan
here.
of Apple products. And, you know, you call it the Mac Club, but it's really more than that, right?
Yes. It's mainly, you know, like 5-6 years ago, there only was the iMac.
Yeah.
And since then, everything's expanded now for us. We have the iPad, the iPhone, and the iWatch. So we're excited. We've had expand our classes. We used 4 years ago, we used to have about 2 classes a month, all on the iMac. And then since the iPad came out, we've really expanded things. We started off with just a group of people learning how to do it. We're also excited, you know, to teach each other something. And then that grew, and then we split it up into 2 groups, a beginning iPad class and an intermediate iPad class. And then somebody wanted to start the iPhone class, so now we have a beginning iPhone class and an intermediate iPhone class. And we also have an iMac class twice a month. So we have 4 to 5 classes every single week.
Wow.
So we've really expanded, and we're excited to be. And the residents seem very pleased. A lot of them have come in with other tablets, non-Apple products, and they find out they can't really get the classes. It's very difficult to teach.
Yeah,
you know, when there's 12 different brands of tablets out
That's
there.
very true, yeah.
So a lot of them would return them and then got an iPad because they knew they could get these classes. So we're excited we can help the residents do all that work.
Well, it's you know, it's interesting how that whole thing has expanded, and I think maybe next you're going to have to start an Apple Watch class, right?
Well, it could be.
You know, your subject of your meeting coming up next week is before you buy, and I think, you know, whether you are an Apple person, an Android person, you know, you like the Surface Pro, whatever it might be, you always have that sort of, you know, kind of a moment where you're like, should I buy this now? Should I upgrade now? Should I wait? And as we all know, no matter what you do, a few months later, what you just got is going to be the obsolete. Not obsolete,
but not the latest and greatest.
But not the latest and greatest. It's just the way it is, right?
Right, yep. So basically, you know, you really have to kind of sit down and talk to yourself about what are you going to use the device for.
Yeah.
Particularly in case of a Mac or an iPad and even a phone, but would determine which model you would get. So that's one of the things we're going to talk about during our meeting is which products and where they fit.
Yeah, what's so critical? Well, that once you buy the Apple products, you can't change them.
Right.
So you've got to know how much you need before you purchase it. And we have people come in with 16 gigabytes of memory. You know, they fill it up real fast. They don't know that that's not enough.
I've always, for me personally, I've always gone to, for instance, I just got a new iPad Pro. And there were 3 levels on that, I think 128, 256, and 512. Well, my last one was 128, which is this one, my old one here. My new one's at home. So I bumped it up to the 256. I knew I wouldn't need the 512, but I think it's always wise to maybe spend that extra $150, $200 to get more storage. And you'll bump into it sooner or later.
Yeah, well, fortunately, Apple's kind of learned a little bit about that because they used to sell a lot of devices that started with 16 gigabytes.
Yeah.
They're kind of out of that business, which is good because people unsuspecting would buy those and they'd run out of space very quickly. So, but that, you know, it's really trying to figure out what you're going to use the device for, what your budget is, and, you know, really if you're where you think you're going to go with it
Yeah.
down the road.
Yeah.
And another big thing on the iPad is if you get the data plan, where you can use it when you don't have Wi-Fi.
Right.
And
right.
we find a lot of people, RV people, want to buy it with a data plan.
Yeah.
Because they can be driving down the highway and watch some apps or anything because they're on a data plan.
Right.
And a lot of people don't understand the concept difference between Wi-Fi and data. So we try to explain that, and it's something people should know before they buy it.
Right.
Yeah.
And don't get it if you don't need it, because you're going to pay extra money for it.
Yeah, that's very true.
So at this meeting, kind of what our intent is to talk about just about all the Apple products, what's current, what you can purchase today, and then some of the considerations, as we mentioned before, for which particular product you should buy. So we're going to try and cover all of that in an hour. So we're going to talk fast.
And there's always the Apple rumors coming out, the 3 new iPhones that that's pretty well set, probably coming up in September. There's the rumor that the iPad Air, the MacBook Air will go away and maybe become the next generation of what they call the MacBook Nothing, and may have a touch screen, may not.
Okay.
But it's one of those things where if you don't need it right now, whatever you have is working for you. If you can wait, it's always good to wait a little bit, right?
Right. Along the lines of rumors, they're talking about some new iPads coming out
Yes,
shortly.
that's right.
And most of them are kind of they're focused on incorporating facial recognition on these devices, like the iPhone 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my thoughts is where Apple's trying to go down the road is all their devices are going to have facial recognition, no more thumbprint.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, it's probably going to take 3 to 5 years for that to happen, but it is happening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing nice about the Apple products, they're all using the same operating system.
Yes.
So you have an iPhone or an iPad, at least those two devices, and the watch, they're all working the same way. It makes it much easier, to have both and switch. You don't have to learn something new. The iMac is a little bit different operating system, but they're getting closer and closer.
Well, yeah, and they're also talking about this fall with a new operating system for the Mac, being able to run all the apps that run on your phone and your iPad will also run on your Mac. So they're continuing to marry all those product lines together.
Yeah. And that makes a lot of sense. And the reason it does is because we're seeing more and more people, especially my wife teaches the 5th grade, and really the number one computer, so to speak, that they use now is the Chromebook. It's inexpensive. And the apps on a Chromebook, as you know, are interchangeable between an Android device, and not too many people use Android pads anymore. The iPad's really dominant there. But I think Apple almost has to go into that direction because people want to be able to go cross-platform and not worry about, I have to download the Mac version of this app, or on my phone or my iPad I have to download the other version of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that's probably this September is when they're going to be talking about that.
Yeah.
Although we may see some pre-release information in June at what Apple calls the Worldwide Developers Conference.
Yes. Yeah.
Where they tell people that write software for Apple products what to expect with the latest release of the operating system.
Yeah, I think what is really neat about this community is so many people have devices, whether it's Apple, whether it's Android, but just because this is a senior community, I see a lot of people with even the Apple Watches, and there's a lot of folks here who love the technology and move with it, and they buy things right away when they come out.
Right.
Yeah, we're actually in our beginning classes, we're finding people are getting their hand-me-downs from the kids.
Yeah.
The kids have bought a brand new iPad, so they give grandma the old one.
Yeah, and that's a great way to start out.
And
it is.
Some of them don't want it, but they take it, and others really embrace it, and they can use Facebook and get their mail.
Well, that's one of the interesting things about I teach a couple of classes, and you see people as they grow, but and everybody has different levels where they're coming from and where they want to go. But the one thing that's really common to all of them is the willingness to learn.
Yes, yes.
And that community really has it here.
Yeah.
So that's terrific.
That's really true. Well, I want to remind people again that their general meeting, and everyone's welcome.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to.
Yep.
Is March 8th. It's going to be Clubhouse 1 and out 7 to 8 o'clock. But I noticed that on your flyer here that Mac Club volunteers will be on hand for individual help with Apple products starting at 6 o'clock.
That's correct.
Between 6 and 7,
So-
we help anybody that comes in.
You got the Genius Bar.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, that's if you don't know, that's a reference to the Apple stores.
Yeah.
But no, I think you do. You've got folks here that can really help you out,
right.
and I think it's great. And it really, whether it's the Mac or the PC, you've got people here who can help you out with your devices, your computers, whatever it may be, and it's really kind of nice to have.
And
So
from our
very good.
perspective, it's terrific because we get to help people, we get to see them move forward with their devices, and it keeps us current. So it's really a win-win for everybody.
All right, very good. Ron, Bill,
thank you.
Great to have you on today.
Thank you.
And again, this is going to be the Mac Club, their general meeting, March 8th, which is that Thursday of next week,
Thursday,
right?
Correct.
At Clubhouse 1, 7 to 8 p.m. However, if you want to come a little early by 6 o'clock and have a question about your Apple product, they can help you out with that. See them all then, and you'll have a good time. You really will. These gentlemen are knowledgeable.
Yep.
All right, we'll be right back.
I'm Dr. Leif Loberg, and I want to welcome you to our brand new facility here in Laguna Woods. We've been serving the community since 2006, and we're super excited to bring you an awesome team of doctors, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Asaturians, Dr. Vian, myself, here to serve you in our brand new state-of-the-art facility. Call us in the morning, and we'll get you in the same day, guaranteed.
I started Sterling Financial under the premise that there was a need for integrity in this industry as well as quality service.
There's such volatility in the stock market. One day it could be up 100 points, the next day it could be down 500 points. Well, what we like to do is be able to have people go to bed and wake up the next morning knowing that their money is safe and secure.
That's what we try to do here at Sterling Financial Advisors, is to create peace of mind and quality of life in retirement. Well, hello folks, this is Dan O'Weiler, the retirement professor, so to speak. You've seen me from time to time on this day with Ken in interviews, and from time to time we like to do community service spots with people that we've hooked up with in the past, and today we have Stephanie McCormick from Make-A-Wish Foundation here in Orange County. So welcome, Stephanie.
Thanks, Dan. Happy to be here.
Stephanie and I became acquainted last year at our Client Appreciation Christmas event, and we were able to raise some funds to them. But before we get started in that, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get involved with Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Well, Dan, 41 years in the nonprofit world.
Okay.
And it was about 6 years ago when I was contacted because they had a transition at their CEO level, and basically they just asked if what do I think about
You were working with another
Make-A-Wish?
foundation?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
with not another Make-A-Wish. I was actually at another nonprofit
Right,
at the time.
another foundation,
Yeah.
okay.
I was at Mariposa Women and Family Center.
So they did a headhunter approach.
Yes, they did.
Okay. And so how long you been with Make-A-Wish then?
It'll be 6 years in a couple weeks.
6 years, okay. Well, that's great. And I'm assuming it's been a great experience.
Well, I have to honestly say that this is probably the pinnacle of my career.
Oh, great.
Definitely,
Great.
definitely. It's hard to say no to Make-A-Wish. And,
Okay.
And what we do in the community to help kids with critical illnesses is just imperative.
So tell us a little bit about Make-A-Wish and your I don't know if it's your mission statement or whatever it might be, but tell us a little bit about how it works and what is it that you do?
Well, it began actually in Phoenix, Arizona, for a little boy named Christopher Gracious. his wish was to be a CHIPS motorcycle cop.
And how long ago was this?
That was in 1980.
1980,
Yeah.
wow, okay, 37 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the national office actually is located in Phoenix because of Christopher's wish. And it really came about through the efforts of a couple of police officers, Christopher's mom, and then some other folks chimed in. And there were really 5 founders that helped to grant this first wish. And
just people that got together.
Yeah, just people that got together, and they kept saying, well, you know, we think we can do this, because Christopher had voiced with his mom that, you know, he wanted to be a CHIPS motorcycle cop. So they all came together in a very short amount of time, because Christopher was quite ill. They granted his wish. He had his own uniform. He was sworn in as part of the Arizona State Highway Patrol. He got to ride on that motorcycle and a helicopter.
I'm assuming a few tears at the same time.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, yeah.
And thus the first wish. And it's kind of an interesting story, because once the wish was over, his health declined rapidly. And the group got together after his wish and said, you know, why do we have to stop here? You know, why can't we continue on with this? So literally they gathered together in one of their apartments and sat down on the living room floor. Back then it was that green shag carpet stuff.
As we all do when we start business, out of our garage or whatever it might be, right?
Yeah, and so they said, well, you know, we can do more for more kids, but obviously we need a bank account. So everybody emptied the change out of their pockets, literally. And what ended up on the floor was $76.32. And thus the start of Make-A-Wish.
Okay, so it's become a national organization.
Worldwide, international.
International, wow. And you're president over the Orange County Inland Empire, is that correct?
Correct.
And how many employees do you have here?
We have about 29 employees. We have 2 offices. Our corporate headquarters are in Irvine, and then we have an office in Riverside. So we have 62 chapters within the United States, and then a presence internationally of about 42 affiliates.
Sure.
And our chapter last year granted 347 wishes.
I was going to ask that. Okay, I know that we became involved last year as we do a client appreciation event at the end of the year, and we sponsor charities as part of our way to give back to the community, and we've done a lot of different ones. We've done Wounded Warrior, we did the Jesse Reese Foundation, and then we got involved with Make-A-Wish last year, and we're probably going to do that again this year, so we were excited. But what does it cost to grant a wish?
Well, the average cost for our chapter is right around $7,500.
Okay.
That's both cash and in kind.
I see.
Because quite often we have the opportunity for people to donate things to us to offset that cash cost of a wish.
Okay.
For example, airline miles.
I see.
They never expire for Make-A-Wish.
Okay.
And we have a lot of travel wishes that we do, and so those kinds of things help. Or we have restaurants or hotels that offer you know some deep discounts for us. Our single largest in-kind donor is Disney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine kids want to come to Disneyland.
Yeah, they do.
Or Disney World.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned before...
And it doesn't cost them anything to do that, really. I mean,
no.
I mean, as far as letting them in the gates, but I mean, they're going to be open anyway. But that is certainly a generous on their part.
Well, I will tell you that last year, Disney's in-kind totaled over $88 million.
Oh, wow.
Worldwide.
Wow.
Worldwide.
Wow.
So we are also a chapter that does what we call wish assists, because Disney's in our footprint.
Sure.
So on top of that 347 wishes that I told you we granted last year, we also did 630 plus wish assists.
Wow.
And what that basically means is that's another child from another chapter coming into our territory, and of course, where do they want to go? To see Mickey and Minnie and the princesses.
Stephanie, I know last year we were introduced to you at our annual client Christmas event. We were able to raise some money for you there. We were able to raise over $15,000, which we enjoyed passing off to you. But I know that you've got had a 30th anniversary video that we had used at our event, which I thought was very telling of what Make-A-Wish does. You know, and so I thought that it would be good if we could show the folks but I understand you're at your 35th anniversary, is that correct?
It is. We'll be celebrating
for Orange
that
County,
this
right?
year. Orange County and the Inland Empire.
Okay, now when did Orange County start as opposed to the
1983.
Okay, so they were a couple years after that they started, but I thought it'd be good to show the video that we used because I felt very good about it really portraying what Make-A-Wish does. And so let's show that video there for Make-A-Wish, and we'll follow up when that's through.
When I was 2.5 years old, I was diagnosed with a Wilms tumor, and I had to get my left kidney removed, and it was an extremely difficult and hard time in my life and my family's. And I think the hardest part to see is when your family is in pain. And the one thing that I truly love about the Make-A-Wish Foundation is when research can only go so far and treatment can only go so far, Make-A-Wish comes in and gives you the hope, strength, and joy, and that's sometimes all you need to keep fighting.
Make-A-Wish is not just for terminally ill children, but for all children who face life-threatening medical conditions.
Back in 1984, I was diagnosed with a kidney disease, and it wasn't until after my kidney transplant that one of the hospital social workers actually came in and talked to me and asked if I'd ever looked into Make-A-Wish. Now, I said I'd like to see Phantom of the Opera. Now, Make-A-Wish isn't known for doing anything small, so they sent me to London to go see Phantom of the Opera in the original theater. And to think that my small wish of watching a show with my father turned into that, it was a moment of hope when you're not sure what's going to be around the next corner.
Our chapter will grant 335 wishes this year, but that is less than half of the eligible wishes within our community.
I remember every minute of it. I remember it like it was a vacation last summer. We were between being picked up that morning in a big limo. My wish granters, Peggy and Dave, were there to hand my sister and I both backpacks. The limo took us to the airport, and we were off. We went to Florida and did the Disney Big Red Boat cruise, and for once in this journey, you are not surrounded by needles and doctors and weird words that 4-year-olds don't know what even it means.
And you're going to throw a hook like this. Here comes.
Although Make-A-Wish is a nationally known brand, the Orange County and the Inland Empire chapters operate on a completely local basis, granting wishes to local children.
One of my favorite aspects that oftentimes goes overlooked, I think, is the family that's involved with wishes. And it's easy to overlook the aspect that families oftentimes are juggling so many things when they're dealing with life-threatening illnesses. And when Make-A-Wish gets involved, it allows these families, even if it's just for a brief moment, to come together and refocus on some important things.
The wish that was granted to our son was a life-changing experience, not only for Taylor, but everyone in our family.
And the parents watching their child smile for the first time, maybe sometimes in months, and you see that gratitude in their eyes, it just doesn't get any better than that.
There are certain triggers that I will always have. The hospital smell, white walls, they don't feel right to me. I have flashbacks.
It's hard. I mean, I'll go into the room and yell, and I would stay away from her because she would get me going. It's just hard. And that one day they told us, group people are taking over, they're letting us know this is going to happen to your boy. I'll be begging, you know, take my eye instead of his, but that's the way it is.
A wish come true empowers children, strengthens families, and enriches the entire community. Never underestimate the power of the smile of a wish child. It's truly life transformational. Thank you.
Well, folks, this has been a great interview for us. As I mentioned, even though it's a financial planning firm, we work specifically with clients in setting up their retirements and setting up secure income streams for them. We also try to give back to the community as well. And in our experience with Make-A-Wish Foundation last year was just nothing but positive. We were talking off air. We've also sponsored some other groups like the Albert Pujols Foundation, Wounded Warrior Project, Jesse Reese Foundation. These are all charities, but our experience with Make-A-Wish was just as positive, if not more so, than it was with any of the other foundations. And so, as a financial planning firm, we like to give back to the community. We hope that you'll take the opportunity to maybe check with a Make-A-Wish Orange County Empire, is that right?
And the Inland Empire.
And the Inland Empire. You can go to their website or you can give them a call. The number will be there on your screen. And we would encourage you to take advantage of this organization if in your legacy planning you have a desire to leave some money to charity. I think it would be a charity worth considering. Hopefully you'll have a great retirement, and this is Dan Oweiler with Sterling Financial Advisors wishing you a good day. Thank you.
Well, as we move into spring, your recreation division has so many different things going on, a lot of events coming up. And today we have a couple folks on who are going to tell you all about it. We have Brian Gruner here today, and he oversees all the recreation and events here. And we have Lisa Toomer. She is the equestrian supervisor, but you are also the coordinator for the Health and Wellness Expo that is coming up, next week, next Wednesday. So welcome.
Thank you.
Both of you.
Thank you for having us.
And because that is what's coming up the soonest, that's what we're going to start off with today. Brian, tell me about this, the Health and Wellness Expo.
So the Health and Wellness Expo is going to be next Wednesday from 10 to 3 at Clubhouse 2, and it basically incorporates a very broad, health and fitness type of programs and events that people can learn from and participate in some discussion groups. We have some keynote speakers that Lisa's going to get into a little bit more. We also have breakout sessions talking about nutrition and also fitness demos. We're hoping to get some spin bikes down there, introduce the spinning classes and the spinning program. So just a lot of great programs and activities for our residents to come down, enjoy, and participate in. We are going to be having some free sandwiches and things like that, and smoothies. So we got a very good response from our sponsors and the vendors, and so it's going to be really exciting. It's the first time that we've actually ever had an event like this that's of this size. So there's some clubs that are doing smaller health and wellness expos, but really this is for the community, and so we're really looking forward to it. We're excited, and we just definitely want all the people to come down, participate, and just take as much out of it as they can. So. But Lisa can kind of expand a little bit more on the actual keynote speakers and some of the other speakers that we're going to be having there.
Yeah, so when Jennifer Murphy and Laura Cooley and I, who are all on the planning committee, started talking about the event, our goal was to try to make this really focus on a real holistic approach to wellness. So not just the fitness, but also mental and everything else. So we started talking about some different things that we might like to have topics on. And one thing we're super excited about is that we have a keynote speaker this year who is the co-principal investigator and co-founder of the 90+ study that is being done with UCI Irvine.
Yeah, I know about that study.
Yeah, I had seen a piece on 60 Minutes, and it was a fascinating piece, and of course because it was in our own community, I was really interested in seeing if we could reach out to them and possibly have someone come and talk to our residents here. And we were lucky enough to get Dr. Corrada, who will be coming to do the keynote speech. So everyone wants to make sure to get there on time when we start. You know, get there by 10 o'clock, grab your seat, and 10:15 is when that keynote speech starts. And then we have some really interesting talks, everything from hiring a caregiver to medical marijuana, which is a hot topic right now, senior communities and longevity, safety and scams, aging happily, food, fact, and fiction, naturally reversing type 2 diabetes, and are you tired of feeling old? So just people who are bringing a lot of different things for our residents to learn about, and I would have a hard time choosing, to be honest. We have two sessions going on at the same time, and they're going to have to choose one or the other, and to me they're all sounding extremely interesting, and so I think there's going to be a lot for our residents to do.
And I like how this is incorporating everything, as you said, holistic approach, from exercise to general fitness, keeping yourself fit, even if that doesn't involve certain kind of strenuous exercise. And you're bringing in food and all kinds of different things for kind of a whole body wellness, not just, you know, not just it's about lifting weights or running a mile or whatever it might be. Yeah.
Right. And I did want to mention too, Ken, that we had lots of generous sponsorship for this event, which is really allowing us to make it wonderful. And I want to mention in particular the Alzheimer's Association, AmeriPharma, Integrated Healthcare Solutions, and the Wellington, who also all donated very generously.
Yeah, and I'm looking at a familiar name doing the food is Lisa Gibson, who I know very well.
Know her. Oh, great.
Yeah, we've done some food things together before, and she's really knowledgeable.
Oh, that's
and I like the fact that the title of that is Food, Fact, and Fiction, because she knows about that. What are these? What's a superfood? What isn't?
Yeah.
Is it real? Is it truth? But she'll really get into that. That's going to be a very good discussion. Man, you've got one speaker after another and
very
event
tight
after
schedule.
It's a very tight schedule. So that's March 7th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And get over there early. I know it starts at 10. Are the doors going to open? What time do the doors open? This is Clubhouse 2, by the way.
Pretty much right at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
10 o'clock, yeah.
Overflow parking at Clubhouse 7 with a shuttle if needed.
That's right. Okay. All right. Very good. Now, we're going to move on to a couple other things because just a few days later, the Village Games are coming to the community. As people probably remember, they're like, wait a minute, wasn't that just a couple months ago? Well, it kind of was, but we're going back to springtime. Right.
So we're going back to the springtime Village Games. Last year we tried it, and we did it in the fall.
Yeah.
And we took a little survey, and the majority of the people would like to have it back in the spring. So we're bringing it back in the spring, and you're correct, it was just 6 months ago so that we had it in the fall. So we're very excited for it. We're going to be adding a couple new venues to the actual Village Games. One in particular, we're going to have a 5K run. So that's something new that we're introducing into Village Games, and I think there's going to be a good support for that event.
Yeah.
So we've already kind of mapped it out through our village. It's all going to be within our village. We're not going on to any major streets or anything like that. But so we're excited for that, and then of course we have another great event coming up.
Yes.
Which I'm going to refer back to Lisa, which is our Easter Day event, which is going to be before the Village Games, and we're doing a lot of different changes in that as well. So. Lisa, you want to?
Yeah, I want to just point out when it comes to the Village Games, they are starting in April, but registration begins on March 12th. So I wanted to point that out so people understand that.
So we have the save the date card out there. It
Yeah.
does start on March 12th.
All right, now let's talk about an event that's gone on for years, the Easter event.
Easter at
over
the
at the
Equestrian Center.
Always fun.
Yeah, so we're changing it up a little bit this year. Brian really wanted to see if we could make this even bigger and better. It's already been a very popular event.
Yeah.
So we are actually going to expand the time frame a little bit. We're going to start a little later. So it's going to be on Saturday, March 31st, which is the day right before Easter.
That's right.
Starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, going till about 1 o'clock. We will have our pony rides as usual for the first 2 hours, 10 to 12. And we will also have a big slide. We're going to have Easter crafts. We're going to have the egg hunt as usual. We are also going to have a food truck with food to purchase with some lunch and brunch options. and some music playing,
That's
and
gonna
just
be
make
fun.
it really fun and festive. And all of the fun will be out in the parking lot, similar to when we did our Harvest Hoedown, except this will also include the pony rides out in front.
Okay.
So that nobody feels like they have to leave the party out there and go to the pony rides in the back. So we're really excited to be having a nice big event this year, and parking for this is going to be a little different as well. We will have all of the parking off-site at the maintenance lot parking.
Okay.
And we will have shuttle service running from 9:30 in the morning through the end of the event.
All right, sounds good. Well, we are looking forward to all those events. I'm going to quickly tell you about the weather because we got about 30 seconds left. As I said, if you are watching us in the morning, this is a slow-moving storm. So we are probably going to get our rain later on this afternoon when the front starts to come in. Overnight tonight, on and off, and it should spill into Saturday probably all the way through the morning. So keep that in mind, whatever you may be doing, and just enjoy yourself. I'm looking forward to the rain. Hopefully it doesn't rain on your Easter parade.
We
don't want that.
To go there.
All right, we'll see you Monday. I want to thank Brian and Lisa for coming on. You know, all that stuff is online. You can get information about all the recreation events coming up, and we'll remind you of that as well. So we will see you Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Yeah, the Easter thing.